So we just went around the APD building. We weren't headed where I thought we were. Protesters look like they're gonna protest outside of APD. The demands are to investigate the life or the death, the case of Trolley. Trolley was an individual who was shot at a Super 8 motel. And so they're demanding that they reopen the investigation into his death, which they feel was not properly investigated.
That bitch said, you're not that bad, you a bitch in the head. Fuck no police. They carried out 700. No justice, no peace.
Fuck these racist ass.
No justice, the chickens have come home to roost. Hey, you know what? Malcolm X say you afraid to die? What's up? No justice, no peace. Fuck the police. No justice, no peace. Fuck the police. Hey, they already got them. All right, I'll just have my own enthusiasm.
I don't know how to wear a mask, but I still shake hands. Gloves are a little bit more important, man. And I gotta wear them while I do my dirt because you told me that what I did was dirty. But let me tell you something. The police. Fuck the police. You pigs trying to sink your teeth that you didn't have into some assets that we did. Black Austin matters. So we stood up against you, Code Department. And even though you've been secretly charging Dorothy Singleton over $1,000 a day since 2018 for 3 infractions that were simply fixed today, you know what? We ain't gonna pay because we don't owe you. I and we, the people, owe you nothing, motherfuckers. Bless you. Bless you. Because that's all we can do with what we owe. You can't take nothing. You can't have nothing. You can't have nothing. The police are the be no peace. The police are the be no peace. The police are the
So just tell us whatever you want people to know about today, and you know, let me go ahead and adjust this. So, oh, just go ahead.
Yes, sir. What's the question?
Just what you're doing out here and what you want to see change and stuff. Like,
Okay.
speak your piece.
Yes, sir. I'm Charlie's aunt. His dad is my twin brother, and we need answers. If it was a Caucasian child that came up deceased, they would have done a thorough report. They wouldn't have took the word of children and left it like that. They would have looked into it, they would have investigated it. And Trolley, for example, if he would have been a part of that with a Caucasian child, he would probably be down here incarcerated until they got answers. You understand what I'm saying? We need to know.
And you know what are some things that APD didn't handle properly in the
They
investigation?
let an officer in the room that closed the door. He didn't have on gloves. The hotel footage totally contradicts the stories of those children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been 4 months, right?
Yes.
Did they close the investigation?
I'm not sure. I believe so, but I believe they're looking into opening it again.
Okay. And is there any way people can support or help you know, with the trolley case? How can people help?
Yes, you can go on Facebook and just hashtag Justice for Trolley.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your words.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate it.
Thank you for helping.
You guys take care.
Yes, sir.
I'll be careful with those, man.
What?
On the sidewalk. Don't get to
They'll
that.
try to get a ticket for you.
Yeah, they consider school. I'm a school, they ass trying to school.
Better investigation of what they did and find out what really happened to my son. Thank you all for coming. I really appreciate you. Just like she said, Terry said, we wanted to be peaceful because that's how my kids love. And hopefully we can justice.
I'm right behind you, Steven. My bad. Yeah.
Yeah, you want
I just want you all to understand that the family did not come out here for causing trouble. The police did not kill Trolley. Someone else did. We just want the investigation to be reopened and looked at thoroughly to get the truth. So all this other extra, we don't need that because Trolley was a peaceful person. He was a joyful person. He was a loving person, and he would not want that for anybody. So please respect the family, the love of Trolley, his name, and don't do anything that's going to degrade his name. That's all we're asking. Please don't do anything to degrade his name because that's not who he is. And it's enough conflict and assumptions and opinions
So, for those of you that don't know, downtown Austin, Texas, in front of the APD, Austin Police Department headquarters, the family is out here asking to reopen the investigation of Trolley, an individual who was killed at a Super 8 motel here in Austin, Texas. His case was deemed a suicide, but the family feels like there was insufficient amount of evidence that was the case, and they're demanding for a reopening of the case. But they also asked not to disgrace the name through any militant or aggressive action. They said that Trolley was a very peaceful, very loving individual who was joyful, and asked that they don't, in any way desecrate his name or, bring his name to mean something differently but that. So today's protest went around the APD building. The family led the march. They finished here. They started here. It was pretty short. It started at 2. It's 3. It's really, the march started at 2:30. And I think it's just about over. They're taking pictures at the moment. And I'll go ahead and ask any other questions if there are any more to the family, but so far I think we've gotten the majority of the information and demands of today's demonstration. They're not saying that it was necessarily somebody else's fault. Actually, one of the family members said that they just want the truth, whatever the truth may be. They just feel like the police investigation was not thorough and did not really find the facts of the case, and they want more assurance that the case is going to be treated with an appropriate level of respect, care, and attention. So let me see if I can ask a question. Hey man. Do you mind if I ask some questions on camera?
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, no worries. A little bit of information about the case, okay. How people can support you, what you're looking for, to happen from, Trolley's case. Right. Just let us know what happened and all that kind of. Well, speak your piece. In other words.
Well, they didn't do an investigation. They closed. It was open and it was closed that same night. The kids were never taken down and questioned. I mean, I just want a thorough investigation. So there should be proof about it. If you say, my son committed suicide, which I don't believe, but there should be proof. Well, you didn't investigate. Yeah. And right, like what, there was a lot of missing pieces with the investigation. Can you tell us a little bit about the investigation, like what they found or didn't find that was like contradicting? Well, I can't really say what they found because I haven't seen the police report.
Yeah.
I'm still in the process of trying to get that, so I haven't gotten that yet to know. But I do know the kids were never taken down to the station. There was never gun residue tested on their hands. I mean, there's a lot of things they didn't do.
Yeah. And were the kids that were with him friends, or you don't know who they were? Like,
yeah, there are some that were friends.
Yeah.
And there are some that he didn't know, that he knew from other people.
Yeah. And how can people support, your cause or your movement right now?
I mean, if you can hashtag Justice for Trolley on your page or anything that you put. I mean, you can call the police station and ask them questions. There's many people that have been doing that also. Yeah. Just asking, like, can you do a thorough investigation?
Yeah. And I heard that you said that, Trolley was really peaceful. He was a really joyful guy, and you didn't want anyone like, kind of desecrating his name. Yeah. And what did you mean by that? Like, what don't you want to see happen?
I mean, we were out here trying to do a peaceful protest, and then they're saying, F the police, or I hope you die. Like, we don't want that. Yeah. No, it's making it seem like that's a part of what we're doing, and that's not. Yeah. We didn't come out here for that.
And how is that different from what you're doing right now? Like, do you feel like you know, they're two separate causes? Do you feel like there's some similarities? Like,
Well, the similarities are if you're of color, you're not. I mean, you just look at the difference when you're some. I feel like if Charlie was a white kid, I think that it would have been a deeper investigation. That's what I think. So when you say Black Lives Matter, this is kind of the same thing. But I mean, he didn't get killed by the police. But I mean, there definitely should have been a thorough investigation. We didn't get that.
Okay, great, awesome. Is there anything else you'd like to leave with? Anything else you want people to know about Charlie? Something special?
He's an amazing. Type of person that, I mean, no matter what group it was at school, if they were nerds, if they were whatever, he spoke to everybody, treated them with love, and made everybody happy. Yeah. Made everybody laugh. He was an amazing kid.
Well, I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Have a good one.
You too.
So, yeah, that's about the conclusion of this particular demonstration. You know, I won't reiterate what she said. You know, it's pretty clear, and you know, it was the case the same day they opened it, which was the night of his death. So, yeah, but that, again, a really peaceful march around the APD building, around that neighborhood. I mean, around the block. It ended here. I mean, APD did come and ask people to get off the street. Beyond that, though, there wasn't really any confrontation at all between the demonstrators and the police. I wouldn't say, you know, I've always tried to make a nuanced distinction between like a protest and a march, and I feel like this is much more of a unity march than it was like a protest by any measure or stretch of the definition of the word march and protest. But then there were like some other people critical, and they were like, I have to right now to live with a man, take out your kids right to work. They were like fighting and there's like a lot of anti-vaxxers and anti-car.
They just on the same street.
No. Somewhere. I know where you live, so. Oh, I'm gonna feel your flights. I'll be back.
Well, y'all, I hope that if you watched both of these streams, you paid attention to the fact that at the Capitol, no one had on masks, and those are all Trump supporters. But here, everyone has on masks. So please stop saying the protests are what is increasing COVID. It is not. Also, Trump just got COVID, so I don't understand how his supporters are having an anti-mask rally.
There's 13 bodies that got answers. It's not like they got an easy challenge ahead.
What happened to the white house? White? No, totally. Then you notice. Wait a minute, why is it brown, man?
I lost my phone.
Why is it? Looks like brown until she died.
Yeah, if I remember. No, I think it's 7.
the stream. Crazy people on the Capitol.
Go ahead. Yeah. Good luck. Hey guys. So we're outside of APD headquarters. There was a peaceful demonstration for Trolley, justice for Trolley, an individual who was who died at a Super 8 motel due to gunshots. There hasn't been a very thorough investigation according to the family of the case. They're hoping for a thorough investigation. They're demanding for one. You know, they're being very explicit about the fact that they want to be peaceful. Today, again, they only marched around the block, you know, came back to the front of APD where the protest started, gave a short little speech, it was a short rally, and decided that, you know, that would be the majority, if not the end of the event. So now there are just people standing outside of the building, you know, chanting, holding up signs, but otherwise, you know, having some personal time to talk and I guess what you would say, have a good time. So I'll be ending the stream in about just 2 minutes. Just gonna show you guys what it looks like and then get offline. But we're heading to Fort Hood right after this. So I'll let you guys know once I make it to Fort Hood.
Did anyone point out how like not shocking this case actually is?
How what?